everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be building a starter home with the new kitchen clutter kit. If you can't tell, this is my favorite lot to build on, obviously. So let's get started. Oh, I have to bring a sim here actually. So I'm going to set her money to 18,500 simoleons. This is a 20 by 15 and usually the lot tax would be 1,500. So you would get 18,500 simoleons dollars back. And the lighting issue is not the best really. So I'm going to cheat it to be sunny. We're not starting exactly at $20,000, which sucks, but I do want you to be able to buy this as soon as you get into the game. So I don't exactly have any idea what this will look like. Probably like most of my builds, I assume. So maybe I'll do something like this. And then obviously this is where you walk in at. Maybe I could have a little bump out right there. And what if I add another bump out right there? Is that cute? Okay, so that is the roof situation pretty much. So now we need to think about the floor plan. So far we have 15,500 simoleons left. So I'm trying to think of like a bedroom situation. And I'm thinking like we could have 2 bedrooms. And that technically would give us 2,000 more simoleons if we have another sim living here. So like 2 sims living here. If we had a third person, that would give us an extra 4,000 for like 24,000 simoleons minus the lot value. If I wanted to add 2,000 more simoleons, I think I could. I think that would be allowed. So I was kind of thinking like, what if the kitchen goes in this little nook? That kind of means we probably wouldn't use that much stuff from the new pack, but we could try. Like we could get like a bunch of shelves, but this could be the layout of the kitchen. We could possibly have some bar stools, but then I was thinking the living room would be on that wall. Then I think we could possibly fit in a dining room in this area. Obviously this is placement furniture just to help with the layout area, but I think that's pretty nice. And then the front door would maybe go more on this side, but I think that's a pretty good layout. Now we need to focus on what the outside should look like. I think I might just go with this black roof. I'm trying to think, what if we just had a flat roof right here? Because I'm not really liking it. Is the flat roof better? I feel like it's hard to tell. I have to remember we are on a budget, so like honestly having a staircase, maybe we shouldn't have a staircase. Maybe this should be up 1 step. This column is 50 simoleons, so I'm gonna use that in the front. And I don't like the base game siding, never have. I just can't keep doing yellow, so I'm gonna have to like switch it up. I mean, blue would be cute, or should I do all orange? Maybe I could do a brick. I think the brick looks so good. And one of the things I love to do is to basically put a column on each corner in a column to separate that the wallpaper is different. That just takes up all of our simoleons. We only have 10,000 simoleons left. Oh, and then that, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to bring the roof down if I want to keep the columns. So I guess that's what I'll do. That's not too bad. It could be worse. I think I'm gonna grab some important items. So a toilet, a sink, and a shower. And then over here we would have a stove and a fridge. I want to use the new stove, that's for sure, but that's so expensive. We're gonna go in with the cheapest stove, which is 400. Sucks, but that's the case. I also want to use the new sink. And I think we're gonna have to use the cheapest bed, which is 430. This bed is 900. That kind of sucks. And then maybe we could do a kid's room. It would probably be cheaper if we did the Kindermaid stuff. That sucks, but that might just be what happens. Now we can move on to picking the windows. Oh, these are 25 simoleons. That's like an easy choice. Like, of course we're gonna go with these. We would be crazy to go with something different. I don't know if we need a window right here. I don't know where the back door is gonna go if we have one. So this is $50 for this sliding door. That isn't bad at all. And then this door is $50. Again, that isn't so bad. Now we're left with 7,218 simoleons. I think that's pretty good. Now we can work on the inside. I would love to use this, but that's 8 simoleons each. We're gonna have to go with like the cheapest floor. I don't like this flooring that much, but it's okay. Maybe we can go with like a dark brown color. Oh, I probably shouldn't stick with these counters. They're 255 simoleons each. I think we're gonna have to go with the cheapest ones, which is fine because we got these new colors. So I'm perfectly okay with that. I would love to use the backsplashes, which they're only 10 simoleons. So that's very possible. I haven't used it in the yellow yet. I think that's what we're gonna go for. And it would be a dream to have these cabinets. This is just taking up so much of my money, but doesn't that look so good? I think that looks so nice. So I'm gonna try to keep it for now. This rug is $145. Maybe we could do a little bit better. And I think it's important that we get all the big furniture we want, especially when we're doing a starter home. This would look so good in the child's bedroom. We could do like a fake rug situation, which I hate doing. I think it looks horrible, but it's worth a shot. So if we did a fake rug, this is 4 simoleons each, so we didn't spend any extra money. I would want to use like the cheapest couch, which is 180 simoleons. And then maybe we could do like something like this. We can make it colorful. So maybe something like that is okay. This table is 45 simoleons. Honestly, I wish we had like a big plant that came in this kit, but all we got was the basil. So I guess we're gonna use the authority. And then honestly, I would like to have a chair here. The chair is 150 though. And honestly, I don't think it looks that good. Well, I'm gonna look at the dining room real quick. We could definitely grab a cheaper dining table for $220. The cheapest chair is from Kindermaid, but that's just unacceptable. But then these chairs are like so uncomfortable. So like, do you really want to use this? I feel like these chairs are like made for the outside, and also they're $85 each. So I don't think that's worth me spending that much money. I kind of want to get like a single tile table. So this is $220. Okay, so the single tile table is more expensive. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. That is fine. I mean, these chairs are 80 simoleons. Oh my gosh. It doesn't get any better. I fear this is just gonna have to be our choice. I'm gonna bring in the yellow, and I'm thinking we could get like this pink flower on it because we're going for a colorful look. So maybe that's good. I don't think we're gonna do bar stools. Maybe I should paint the walls. I need to paint the walls like a basic color. So this is 2 simoleons. When you get down here, it turns into 4 simoleons. But I kind of want to go for the 4 simoleons because I think this looks good, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna put this everywhere. I guess for the tile in the bathroom, for now, we could just do this. And then for the kitchen, I'll do the plain tile as well. I had to put 2 saucer lights in here because for some reason, it just looks so dark. But for this bed, I think we'll probably go for this color. This is 65 simoleons. And then this lamp is 50 simoleons. Oh, maybe I'll go with the green lamp. And I'm gonna make it dimmer because I don't like how bright it is. I want to use a rug for the parents, but again, I don't really like any of the choices that we have. So maybe we could use this one, but then I'll size it with a tool just to be a little bit bigger. So maybe like that. That is fine. That is simple. This painting is 455 simoleons. The base game paintings honestly are just out of control. So I think I'm gonna go into debug because I know we have some space prints. So this is 120, a lot better. We also have these microscope pictures. This is 110. We have 195. The space ones obviously are more expensive. I think the cheapest one I saw was like 110. So that's cute. This is just so weird. Like, why would you choose this to be a decoration on your wall? This is 105. That's perfect. So this person is an astronaut, I guess. So the cheapest desk is 300 simoleons. So if I wanted to put a computer, I guess I would just use a dining table. And the thing is, I doubt we're gonna be able to keep this. Like, I suspect that we're gonna have to delete the computer. So I don't know if that's worth it, but we can try to keep it. Over here, I guess it would be nice to have a dresser for the adult. This one is $439, but it's just so nice. It would probably be nice to have a bookshelf. Oh, of course, this one is so expensive. I always go to the most expensive things, huh? Maybe I'll put a bookshelf in the hallway. I think maybe that would be good. You know, everywhere looks very bland. Okay, here's the thing. What if I delete the computer? You can work yourself up to get a computer, you know? Like, it will be fine. Now I want to kind of focus on the kids' room a little bit because they deserve to have something, right? So the curtains I want to use is 200 simoleons each. And that is a lot of money. That is half the money of the computer we sold. Do we really want to sell the computer just for some curtains? For me, it's a yes. So I guess I can give the child Blarfy. And then the science table is 210. I think it would be nice if they had this. And then we could have Blarfy over here. They could have their own bookshelf and their own toy box. This is 200 simoleons. I'm gonna put the toy box over there. And then I think the bookshelf I can put over here. I'll put Blarfy right here in front of the bed. Just trying to spread things out so that way not all of the spaces are empty. We have this chair for 115. I don't know if that's like worth it or if that's like too much money being spent. And then I guess we could give the child a little lamp. We can get these balloons for 40 simoleons. And then I'm just gonna put these two paintings on the wall over here. And then that's the kids' room so far. I think it's nice. It's not my favorite. I definitely think changing the wallpaper could help us. So like using something like this that makes it look so much better to me because the wall isn't so plain. Ooh, I think the purple looks nice. But I think I might want to go with this purple. And then I think if we did like an accent wall, that could look good. So that's gonna be done for the kids' room for now. I probably should come back out here and we could get something like a fire alarm. Maybe on this wall, we could put the burglar alarm. This bookshelf is 725 simoleons. So if I wanted to use that, that would be like a lot of our money. But I kind of think it's worth it. Or maybe not. I'll put the home alarm right there. I'm gonna put an entrance mirror. And then we could just put some bookshelves on here. I don't think we're gonna be able to get a TV, which kind of sucks, but that is just the case. We have this painting, which I think is cute. I'm wondering if it will look okay if I scale it a little bit. I think that looks pretty well. The shadow does mess up. I don't think you can tell from afar. And then we can get these blinds. So I had two lights in this room, and that's just because like it's so dark in here for some reason, which is also why I put another light in this room. But like if I delete it, that saves us 100 simoleons. So I'm just gonna let it be dark. That is not my fault. That's the game's fault. I think it would be fun if they had like some activities they could do in here. Maybe not a woodworking table, but maybe like a bonsai tree or like an easel. I could probably put the easel in the bedroom, and then over here I guess I could put a bonsai tree, but that would probably just be better to put outside, but I don't like how it looks on the porch. What if I place the bonsai tree like it's its own plant? Like, is that okay? So I got rid of the authority because I don't like it at all. I might just put this plant in the hallway, and then we can get like a little clock. What do I even put right here? Well, there is this culinary caddy from the new Clutter Kit. It's 165 simoleons, so maybe we could just put it over here because like, you know, they didn't have anywhere else to put it, so they put it over here. I think that looks pretty good. And then I guess we can start looking at everything from the kitchen Clutter Kit. I think I'm gonna have them cook on the corner piece because I feel like that's the most annoying part to clutter. So yeah, and I guess we could put these paintings. Ooh, they're 180 simoleons each. I was not expecting that to be so much. I was expecting it to be like maybe 50 simoleons, but I was wrong. Or maybe I should put it over here? I'm really unsure. But we have the basil. That is 55 simoleons, so not too bad. And then we have these utensils. I think the utensils look pretty nice. And then maybe we can get this jar. So that's the clutter situation on this counter. Oh, like this? I haven't used this yet, so I'm definitely gonna use that. And that's not too much money. It's only 75 simoleons. So that's nice. They're making chocolate muffins maybe. I think that's so beautiful, okay? If I had the mixer, I would love to put it on here, but that's not the case. Well, they can actually cook on an island piece. So actually, I might have them cook here so I can clutter here. It's kind of annoying to clutter on the corner piece though, just because like it's a corner piece. Like I don't really know how to clutter it up and have it look so good, but I'm gonna try. So we have our dish rack, and then I guess it would probably be nice to have some spices. Oh, that's 50. Yeah, we're just gonna be like spending all our money. Oh, it would be nice to have the fruit basket, but also nice to have a lunchbox. I don't really know what to do. Like, could I put the lunchbox right there maybe? Instead of the spice rack, maybe I can just get a box of cereal. That is 25 simoleons, so maybe that's just fine. So I got two of these containers. I guess maybe we could have nuts, I guess, and then whatever these are, and then that is the kitchen situation. Ooh, a cookie jar. It would be nice to have cookies somewhere. Maybe I can put the cookies on the entrance table, and then we also have this table over here. This is 100 simoleons. It would have been nice to use the little tablet, but we don't really have space anymore. I think that's it for the kitchen clutter kit. I don't know what else we could put without like spending all of our money. I guess we have this cute little fruit basket, but I will say I don't know where to put it. Like in the kitchen seems like a good option, but I don't think we have room. I think I might get these aprons. They're 145 simoleons, unfortunately. And then I'm gonna get this small trash can, which reminds me we need to put a trash can outdoors. That leaves us with 589 simoleons. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do. We can't really afford a TV because then that leaves us with 89 simoleons. I used a 4 simoleon wallpaper. We could get half our money back if I decided to use the 2 simoleon wallpaper instead. And also it would be nice to have like an accent wall in this room and also in other places. Okay, so I think I painted all the walls. That gives us 195 simoleons left, which isn't too bad. Oh, what if I did pink instead? Or I could do this color instead. Oh, I think this color is beautiful. And then I wanted to get an accent wall. So maybe this wall could be the accent wall. Maybe that's fun. We could maybe get like a 60 simoleon fishbowl. But also, I'm not really using this, so I guess I could delete it. And I'm thinking like, what if I shrink the living room? Then we have 444 simoleons left. And then I guess that means we could only use one of these paintings here. So I guess that's for the best. We have a bonsai tree, and then we have a boring hallway, which I feel like we need to put some stuff in. So maybe I'll put the clock over here instead. I mean, it's just a hallway. Like, does it really matter? I don't care. So we're using all of the cheapest stuff in the bathroom. So that's not my favorite. And also, I don't really like for my bathrooms to be so plain and all white. So I'm like, should I make the bathroom this color? That's not my favorite, but then the hexagon flooring is 8 simoleons. I mean, that's more money, but I guess we could. So it seems I spent all my money on the bathroom because we only have 66 simoleons left. And I would love to put more blinds, but what if I got rid of the blinds? That would give me 196 simoleons. Maybe you can't afford blinds, and I think maybe that's okay. I think that's the house done. So yeah, we used a few of the kitchen clutter stuff. Oh, this is definitely way too high, but I think we have everything that we need in here. It's a pretty boring living room, so that does suck. Maybe I'll just get this little poster and that's it for the inside. Oh, also I would love to get like a little welcome mat. Oh, but then we don't have enough money for an outdoor light. I don't really like these other ones, but maybe we'll just have to make this work. This is so ugly. So I need to paint this thing up here. I'm just gonna paint it with gravel. Oh my gosh, insignificant funds. I'm gonna have to delete something. I don't think we need this expensive dresser. I mean, the thing is like I want a dresser. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. We're gonna have to delete something else. But what do you delete? Maybe we don't need, I don't know. Maybe we don't need this cabinet piece here. Maybe we could get an extra one of this, and then we could get like a stove hood. This one is 70, so yeah, that's a lot better. So maybe we'll use this one instead. Okay, that's good. Then we can afford our gravel. And then I'm just gonna use terrain paint for the pathway, so that way we don't spend that much money. Because if you do buy this, it would be nice if you could like have a little bit of extra money to cook or something. Honestly, I did put a back door, but now I'm kind of thinking, do you need a backyard? I'm gonna put the trash can back here somewhere. I can only afford one gardening pot. That's like so sad. Like that's really sad. Can I delete something else that's like worth 200? Is there like something that's like so unnecessary that we don't need? I guess like the chair could be like considered unnecessary, but then if we don't have the chair, do we need the light? What if we delete the toy box and we just gave them a cat and a horse? Then I could afford, you know, a few more planter pots, and that leaves me with 57 simoleons. And I feel a lot better with that. I think that's good. I think I might put landscaping right there. I'm not sure yet, so I don't know about the backyard. Okay, so for landscaping, I'm gonna use live edit mode so we don't like waste all of our money. And you know, sometimes the live edit mode landscaping can look a little bit weird. We're gonna have to deal with that. So we have these blue flowers from base game, or from base game debug to be specific. And then I would love to get like a little bush right here. I might get this little flower in the front. I think that's pretty nice. If we could use the debug from other packs, that would be amazing. Yeah, this is not my favorite landscaping ever. I might just like delete everything and start over. Well, I'm gonna put a tree right here. I think this is cute. And then I would love to get this flower tree. So that doesn't clip into anything except for her right now. That kind of does cover up a bit of the house, which maybe is fine. And then maybe we'll just get like the teeniest bit of landscaping right here. So I can't afford money to paint the ceilings, unfortunately, but I guess we can get some terrain paint to go around the edges. And I did forget about this area back here. And then I guess I can put some flowers down because that is beautiful. And that is our kitchen clutter starter home. So when we walk in, we have our entrance table, and then, you know, we have our dining room, a living room, then we have our small kitchen space, and then this is the hallway with the burglar alarm, a clock, a plant, and a bookshelf. This is the bathroom area. We have the parents' bedroom, they're into space. Then this is the child's bedroom. So yeah, this is the backyard, pretty simple. I guess I can upload this to the gallery for you all. So I'm just gonna call it a starter home. It has 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. So if you want to download this, it will be on my gallery at simsdeelicious. I don't think we did that bad in here. I think it's pretty fine, a pretty fine layout. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I post every single day on YouTube. I love you, you are important, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!